So thank you for all of you staying in the room for the presentation of the ePosters. So before starting, I'd like to introduce the panel of, or at least the moderators of this short session. It's myself. Dorit is following us from Israel, and then there is Kasia, the surname of which I'm.
So I will introduce myself. I'm Katarzyna Sienkiewicz from Gdańsk, and I will help Professor Silva.
So the ePoster session is based on the relevance of all the ePosters that were received, and before giving the awards, would like to just drop you a few figures that were prepared by Dorit. So thank you, Dorit. She should be online listening. So we had a total of 37 submissions and ePoster publication in the conference. You might have reviewed the ePoster on the two screens on the left-hand side right after the whole. These ePosters were categorized according to a number of categories, and you can see the ranking across the categories. We're doing lung cancer screening, we're doing big three evaluation. So of course, most of them were population health, a big number of cardiovascular, 7 there, but also because there is a lot of lung cancer even in the treatment part, there was oncology, surgery, and again, AI, nodule category, and emphysema. So just keep in mind those ratios, because I think this will be reflected also in the awarding. The second slide of ours is about the geography of submission. So there was, say, the top-ranked submitter was the Netherlands here, followed by the USA, then Poland. I'm glad Italy in the 4th place. We lost the third step of the podium at the last Winter Olympics and also here, but never mind, it's okay. And then we had one poster from Iraq, one from Israel, one from Switzerland, and another one from UK. And they sum up to the 37 that we've seen before. So without adding further, okay. We are going to issue 3 certificates of merit, and you see the categories are mostly represented are the population health. You see they were much represented in the submission, but also one for surgery. Now there will be a cum laude award, and this will be for AI solutions. And finally, a magna cum laude award, and that would be in the category nodule. That was relatively predictable, despite a small number, but still the relevance within the topic that we are talking about. So having said that, I'd like to call in the first row those 5 people that received the email to be on the stage and receive the award, and letting the honor to Kasia for presenting the next slide. So each awarded person is asked to come on the podium. They will have 3-4 minutes to pass the message of their abstract, and of course there will be more opportunity in the lunch break in front of the screens to have more chat about those topics. Please.
Okay. So the certificate goes to Dr. Al-Khafaji for the scientific award entitled Implementing Risk Stratified Thoracic CT Lung Health Checks in a LMIC Setting, results from the Iraq Health Lung Project. Congratulations.
Congratulations on that. We're going to have any picture? No, probably not. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think so.
Next 4 minutes, actually, as shortly advised, allowed for me. I'll try to squeeze myself in order to give you a brief overview about the Iraqi Healthy Lung Project and share some results from this early detection lung cancer program in Islamic country like Iraq. So I-ELCAP, which is Iraqi Health Lung Project, was initiated following a successful video conference meeting that brought together a group of clinicians, scientists, and governmental officials from Minister of Health in Iraq and University of Baghdad in collaboration with the Liverpool Lung Project team from University of Liverpool. Subsequently, a joint grant application was submitted to University of Liverpool official development assistance, and then research seed fund was successfully granted. This led to an in-person meeting in Istanbul and a follow-up meeting in Liverpool involving a group of researchers from Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine. This represented the first joint grant application between University of Baghdad and University of Liverpool, marking a significant step toward building a sustainable partnership, research partnership. Based on these joint activities, a memorandum of understanding was signed between both universities in order to provide a legal and ethical basis for collaborative activities. As part of this collaborative activities, a pilot study for I-ELCAP for early lung cancer detection program was conducted, and the outline of the results was presented in the Royal Society of Medicine in London. So in recognizing the importance of low-dose CT scan screening for early lung cancer detection in Iraq, I-ELCAP received significant support from the Authority of Health and Medical Education, which is a recognized body in Iraq that manages hospitals, clinics, and health training programs. So the program is now officially funded by the Holy Shrine of Imam Hussein and implemented in the authority hospitals involving Warth International Institutes for Cancer and Al-Thaqalain Hospital for Cancer Therapy, so in the middle and in the south of Iraq. Recently, we've been succeeded to involve I-ARC for supporting this project. Now, let me walk you through a brief flowchart outlining the protocol for I-ELCAP. How many minutes left? Sorry. Just one. I'll try to. So the first step is the recruitment process, which conducted either through the hospital's call centers or through our NGO, Warth Charity Foundation for Public Health, whose volunteers actively recruit the participants in public spaces. Once the individuals agree to participate, they are scheduled for the I-ELCAP clinic. Upon their visit, they go through the hospital finance system in order to ensure that all the related costs relative to the consultation and the also diagnostic services are fully covered. Then the participants are seen by the respiratory physicians who obtain their informed consents and complete their risk questionnaire. The participants are divided into two main groups according to the smoking history of 20 back year and Liverpool Lung Project risk model of 1.5. So both groups are proceed for spirometry testing and provide their blood and saliva sample for future DNA analysis. However, just those with high risk, they are referred to the LD-CT scan, and then they are let's say, stratified into 3 groups: individuals with no pulmonary nodules, or with pulmonary nodules below the diagnostic threshold, those with indeterminate pulmonary nodules, and also those with pulmonary nodules which are large enough so they need immediate referral to MDT meetings. Participants with symptoms, regardless their risk scores, they undergo pulmonary clinical investigations and may involve chest X-ray if no LDCT has already been conducted. Participants present with the cardiovascular diseases. They may undergo ECG and echo, and I think I can't present. So there are some results actually as well, and that's what I'm allowed to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations one more time, and thank you for the presentation. And now we have to proceed. Yes, I'm looking for my slide. Yes, 1 second. Okay. So this is my great pleasure to announce another certificate of merit, which goes to Dr. Maurizio Infante for the scientific work entitled Applying Lung Cancer Screening Principles in Daily Clinical Practice. Congratulations. We have
Peter's doing everything. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Yes, and the floor is yours.
So is this a pointer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you just follow your slide.
I only want the slide.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
poster.
You can.
And is there a poster?
And then this is the pointer.
Okay. So this is, okay. So I will be quick. So, there was a big issue with lung cancer screening with all these indeterminate, but ultimately harmless nodules. Okay, so lung nodule management protocols were initially essentially derived from lung cancer screening experience. In my own, for example, the rate of benign resection went significantly down because of the Dante trial experience. So we noticed that even in routine clinical practice, you have the same problem. And in some series, the rate of benign and ultimately useless lung resection is quite high, over 15% or 20% in some series. So when I took over the multidisciplinary team, it's a lot of people. I don't have a picture, but we meet online every Monday, and I introduce this algorithm that is basically founded on lung cancer screening experience. So we introduced the VDT, we introduced, we rely also on PET scan, but we need to interpret it carefully. But because the VDT is some time consuming, the radiologists are somewhat reluctant to use it. And we made extensive use of these multiplanar reconstructions. And you can see some nodules that look like nodules. In fact, they are not. They are flat or irregular if you look at them on multiplanar reconstructions. This helps and saves some time. Anyway, by doing so, this is the result. I came in here, and the rate of unnecessary lung resection went down. This peak was during the COVID, and because the radiologist had to learn with a new technique, which was the cone beam CT. So we had a lot of inconclusive biopsies. But then it went down like this. So I think implementing knowledge from lung cancer screening research into daily clinical practice will be helpful. And this is the message.
Thank you very much for this insightful presentation. And now I have to announce with a great pleasure that another certificate of merit goes to Gdańsk, to Robert Dziedzic, for a work entitled Low-Dose Computer Tomography Lung Cancer Screening Participants Showed Improved 10-Year Survival Compared with Matched Controls, a Case Control Study.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this award. I really appreciate that. We conducted a first lung cancer screening project in our region about 15 years ago, and what we did was an analysis of that group of patients screened 15 years ago. Our main goal was to assess overall mortality. We couldn't assess lung cancer specific mortality because we unfortunately didn't have reliable data on this topic. So we took our data from the lung cancer screening cohort, and we compared that cohort with so-called general population, the database taken from the Polish National Health Fund. And we matched, with the propensity score matched analysis, we matched that two groups using 34 variables. At the end, we obtained two equal in every single variable populations, and we found out that lung cancer screening cohort has a better 10 years overall survival. For women, this difference was even larger comparing to male population. So our results support the usage of low-dose CT screening in high-risk individuals in a real world setting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now it's my great pleasure to announce award of cum laude for the scientific work entitled Quantify Lung Nodal Assessment of Commercial AI-Based Software Package using the FDA Phantom CT dataset, that goes to Dr. Ouyang. I hope I managed to pronounce it correctly. If not, please correct me.
Okay, yeah. So I'm very honored to be here and also like receive this award from you. And this is our, it's a little bit high for me. Yes, thank you. So I'm very honored to be here, and this is our recently study about the commercial software analysis and also comparison. So for this study, we have 4 software. My colleague Katerina already introduced the part of this work in the section AI in Big 3. So I will briefly just mention some of our further studies. So we already have the overall results of the 4 software, and we find that there sorry, this is our Phantom study. So this is a little bit far from the commercial software. Then this is for one AI software that we use our Phantom dataset from FDA, and we already have one software for the comparison, and we not only for the overall results, we have also have the studies for the subtype and also nodule shape analysis, and we find there are significant difference for AI software when they detect the nodule as solid or non-solid or part solid, and there are also different performance when it detects as different shapes. So there are and in the future, we will welcome more AI software to join us, and also we will have more comprehensive analysis about this. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for the presentation. And our final award, which is magna cum laude, goes to Dr. Zhang for the scientific work, Bayesian framework for lung nodule malignancy prediction, integrating categorical trajectory states with continuous growth rates. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, so I'm just getting this award on behalf of Jiafang or Jeffrey. I work with Jeffrey as another statistician in our office. Actually, this is a very, you're going to listen to this talk again at 4 o'clock. What Jeffrey and I have been exploring is at the 4 o'clock presentation is the similar objective, but Jeffrey kind of tried to improve the model that I'm going to present it for by using the continuous variable volume doubling time instead of categorical. So here we're trying to, because of all the nodules that we're going to see on the annual CT scans, and how we can, by using 3 time point on annual solid nodules, how we can further refine and differentiate malignant cancer from benign cancers. So what Jeffrey here is showing that this is a case control study. We match the cancer cases with the control by age, sex, smoking history, follow-up time, and the nodule size. So when we look at the nodule on annual, we went back 1 year before, look at that nodule, and the next follow-up scan after that annual scan. And then we calculate the doubling time between the first, we call that annual scan T0, and then we look at the doubling time between T-1 to T0, and then again look at the doubling time from T0 to T1. So here we have 3 models. The first Bayesian model using just whether that nodule was retrospectively seen in the first seen size, and then the second model we add the doubling time to the first model, and then further on for the third model we continuously adding the last doubling time from T0 to T1. So what we were able to show that with the increasing model and more information, as you get more information, we can improve the AUC up to 0.97 here. So with continuous growth, we are able to show that we are pretty confident that the nodule, it's, you will see later on in my presentation that we can say that certain nodule, when it's continued to grow, we can say that that nodule has over 90% probability of being a malignant nodule. That's it. So you were here. Thank you.
So I think it was a great success to get so many high-quality e-posters for this session. And I think it's also great to have all of you here still listening to all this scientific new evidences. But I think now your stomach is calling. So thank you for being here.